Alright, let's cut right to it. There's someone you can't stop thinking about. You had a connection, a vibe, something real. And now, they're with someone else. It feels like a punch to the gut, doesn't it? Every social media post is a tiny dagger. You're probably replaying every conversation, wondering what you did wrong, and maybe even considering sending that "Hey, I was just thinking about you." Put the phone down. What if I told you that their new relationship isn't the end of the story? What if I told you it could be the perfect setup for you to become the one they can't get out of their head? Not through begging, or pleading, or competing, but by fundamentally changing the game so that they start chasing you, even if they have someone else. If you're tired of feeling powerless, and you're ready to flip the script, then you're in the right place. So grab a seat, because class is in session. Look, the first thing we need to do is clear out all the garbage advice you've heard. Your friends, bless their hearts, are probably telling you to fight for them, or show them what they're missing, which usually translates to you over texting, liking their old photos, and generally acting like a lovesick puppy who's been left out in the rain. That's not a strategy, that's a one-way ticket to getting blocked. The truth is, you can't force attraction. You can't logic someone into wanting you. It's an emotion. It's a gut feeling. And right now their gut is telling them to be with this other person. Our mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make their gut get a new opinion. We're not going to play their game. We're going to create our own. And you're going to be the grand prize. This journey starts with a step that sounds simple, but is the hardest and most important one of all. You have to go completely dark. I'm talking about a full-on, digital and emotional detox. This isn't some childish silent treatment tactic. This is for you. This is about reclaiming your mental energy. Unfollow them, mute them, archive the chat. Don't look at their stories. Don't ask mutual friends about them. Nothing. Think of your mind like a high-end apartment. For weeks, maybe months, you've been letting them live there, rent-free, throwing parties and making a mess. It's time to evict them. You need to get them out of your head so you can start renovating the place. The first few days will be brutal. You'll feel the urge to check, to peek, to see if they've noticed your absence. Resist. Every time you resist, you take a little piece of your power back. Your silence will be far louder than any text message you could ever send. You're creating a vacuum, a void where you used to be. And human nature absolutely hates a void. Which brings me to the second, crucial principle. You need to become a rare commodity. Think about it. Why do people line up for days for a limited edition sneaker? Why is a one-of-a-kind piece of art worth millions? Scarcity. People inherently value what is difficult to obtain. Right now, by being constantly available and emotionally invested, you're the equivalent of a free newspaper they hand out on the subway. Easy to get, easy to read, and easy to discard. We're going to turn you into a first edition, leather-bound classic that's kept under glassed. How? By becoming genuinely busy with your own life. And I mean genuinely. Don't just sit at home pretending you're out having fun. Actually go and do it. This is the renovation phase 1 was talking about. This is where you pour all that anxious energy you were spending on them, and you invest it back into the most important project you will ever work on, yourself. Join that boxing gym you've been thinking about. Sign up for a language class. Start that side project or business idea that's been rattling around in your brain. Reconnect with friends you've been flaking on. Go on adventures, even small ones. A weekend hike. A trip to a museum. The goal here isn't just to look like you have a fulfilling life on Instagram. It's to actually have one. You need to build a life that is so interesting and engaging that you barely have time to think about them. When you are truly scarce, when your time and attention are genuinely valuable, people notice. Especially the person who used to have unlimited access to it. Now this leads us to the most visible part of this transformation, the upgrade. When you start investing in yourself, something magical happens. You start to glow. And I don't just mean a new haircut or a new wardrobe, although those things definitely don't hurt. Go get that fresh cut. Buy those clothes that make you feel like $1,000,000. Start taking care of your skin. Hit the gym not just to get a revenge body, but to flood your brain with endorphins and build discipline. Think of it like trading in a car. Maybe you were a reliable 2015 sedan. You got the job done. You were comfortable, familiar. But now, you're upgrading. You're becoming a sleek 2025 sports car. Polished, powerful, and turning heads everywhere you go. It's not just about the shiny exterior. It's the engine. It's the performance. The upgrade is mental too. Read books. Listen to podcasts that challenge you. Learn about a topic you know nothing about. Become a more interesting person to talk to. Become someone who has opinions, who has passions, who has a direction in life that has absolutely nothing to do with getting an X-Pack. This new, upgraded version of you radiates a completely different energy. It's an energy of self-respect, confidence, and abundance. It's the energy of someone who doesn't need anyone's approval because they are already whole. And let me tell you, that energy is magnetic. It's intoxicating. It's the polar opposite of the needy, desperate energy you were probably giving off before. And when they inevitably see or hear about this new you through the grapevine or a mutual friend's post, the contrast will be jarring. It will plant a seed of doubt in their mind. Wow, they're doing really well. Did I make a mistake? So, you've done the work. You've detoxed, you've become scarce, you've upgraded, you're feeling good. And then, it happens. A notification pops up on your screen. It's them. Maybe it's a happy birthday text. Maybe it's a reply to your Instagram story. Maybe it's a, hey, saw this and thought of you. This is the final boss battle. And this is where most people fumble the ball. Your heart will start pounding. The temptation will be to reply immediately, to show how excited you are, to ask a million questions. You must resist. Your new superpower is indifference. Not coldness. Not bitterness. Just a calm, cool, unbothered attitude. Here's the playbook. Wait a while to respond. An hour. A few hours. Don't be petty and wait 3 days. Just show that you have other priorities. When you do respond, be light, be friendly, but be brief. Your goal is to mirror their energy, but just a little bit less. If they write a paragraph, you write 2 sentences. Never, ever bring up their new partner or their relationship. That is forbidden territory. It shows you're checking up on them, and that you care. You don't. Your new reality is that their life is no longer your concern. You are the one who ends the conversation first. Always. After a few messages back and forth, you hit them with a, hey, was great to hear from you, but I've got to run. Catch you around. This is a power move. It shows your time is limited and that your world doesn't stop just because they texted. You're like a cat playing with a piece of string. You dangle the string of your attention just enough to get them interested, and then you casually walk away, leaving them wanting more. They came looking for a validation that you're still hung up on them, and instead, they found a happy, thriving person who is politely disinterested. This will drive them crazy. It completely shatters their narrative of the situation and puts you back in control. So let's recap the master plan. You detox to reclaim your power. You create scarcity to increase your value. You upgrade yourself into someone undeniably magnetic. And you handle any contact with cool, calm indifference. And here's the most beautiful part of this whole strategy. By the time you've genuinely done all this work, by the time you've built an amazing life, become confident, and are surrounded by new opportunities, a funny thing might happen. You might look at your phone when they text you, and you might realize you don't even care that much anymore. You'll have become the prize, and you might just decide you're too valuable to give to someone who had to lose you to realize your worth. And that, my friend, is the ultimate win. You get them to chase you, and by the end of it, you might be the one who's already too far ahead to look back. If this helped you see things in a new light, do me a solid, and hit that like button. And subscribe for more no-nonsense advice on how to win at the game of life and love. Drop a comment below with a fire emoji if you're officially starting your upgrade today. This is Goodbye Mr. Nice, where you stop chasing and start being chosen. Now go out there and be so amazing they can't ignore you. Talk soon.